2 months since his disappearance, family and friends of Christopher Miller continue to press authorities for answers. Also, ground officially broken on the second ice rink for the city of Verona. How the added sheet will benefit businesses in the community. And a Wisconsin family of dairy producers getting recognized on national TV for their dueling robots. News 3 Now at 6 begins right now. It's been 2 months since the disappearance of a Madison man who reportedly led Wisconsin state troopers on a chase through Janesville. 27-year-old Christopher Miller has not been seen since the early morning hours of November 19th, when a state trooper tried to pull him over for speeding. Now, 2 months later, and Miller is still missing, and his family demanding answers from the agencies investigating his disappearance. So here's a look at that timeline of events. Miller ran away from troopers the morning of November 19th. 2 days later, November 21st, exactly 2 months ago, his family reported him as missing. Then nearly 3 weeks later, on December 10th, family and friends searched for him by themselves in the Janesville area where he was last reported to be seen. Now this morning, some of those family and friends protested outside the State Patrol office in DeForest. New tonight, our Braden Ross spoke with the family and is here to share what they want people to know. Braden?
Yeah, Christopher Miller's family is frustrated with what they see as a lack of transparency and urgency from law enforcement in the search for him. They tell me they still have a lot of questions. First and foremost, what happened?
A great dad, super funny, fun-loving, carefree, loved to listen to music, loved his family, his children.
Today marks 62 days since 27-year-old Christopher Miller disappeared without a trace.
For him to just up and disappear like this and not talk to his family is not like him.
The Rock County Sheriff's Office says a Wisconsin state trooper tried to stop Miller for speeding in Janesville in the early morning hours of November 19th. They say he then led the trooper on a chase before eventually getting out and fleeing. No one has seen him since.
We're hoping to get some answers.
His family says they've been asking law enforcement what happened, but haven't gotten the response they want.
We've had very little assistance, we feel like, from law enforcement in finding him.
This morning, they held a protest at the Wisconsin State Patrol office in DeForest in the hopes of getting some answers.
Something needs to be held accountable. Somebody has an answer, and somebody needs to speak that answer.
They say the case has been tossed between the Wisconsin State Patrol, Rock County, and Madison Police, and it's not clear who's in charge of the search.
Nobody wants to be accountable for who dropped the baton, but if we hand it to all these different hands, who is accountable?
Now they're turning to the public and social media for help.
Speak. All you have to do, if you're on social media, share buttons. You know, if you're at the grocery store, the lady that's checking you out, or the gentleman, hey, have you heard about Chris Miller?
If you could please just share stories about him. We're just trying to kind of keep his name and story in the public light.
Christopher Miller is 6 feet tall with black hair and brown eyes, and he was last seen wearing a black sweatshirt.
All right, Braden, thank you. 2 women have been charged in an attack on a pregnant woman on Madison's south side, accused of trying to kill her unborn baby. In the criminal complaint filed yesterday, 27-year-old Brittany Holston and 25-year-old Cynthia Dominguez are said to have attacked the victim in the parking lot of an apartment complex on Kent Lane in late November. It was later revealed Holstein is in a relationship with the father of the baby. The pregnant woman had scrapes and bruises. A medical team at the hospital, though, luckily found no damage to Abby. Dominguez was booked into jail last night, and an arrest warrant has been issued for Holston. Both women face a single felony charge of attempted first-degree intentional homicide of an unborn child. A live look right now at the Wisconsin State Capitol on Saturday night, where it's a little chilly right now. Let's go ahead and get a look here. Certified most accurate forecast with meteorologist Alex Arrington. Alex, what are we naming the patio tonight?
I was thinking about it all day today. I think we'll just call it the pleasant patio. Relatively speaking, for January, temperatures in the mid-20s, a flurry or two coming down. You really can't beat it. Let's take a look at Doppler track. Not showing those flurries really making it to the ground here in southern Wisconsin, but as you look off to the south and to the west in Iowa and northwestern Illinois, some scattered snow shower activity heading towards southern Wisconsin. And as we put our 6-hour future track radar into play here, take a look at that as we head towards the midnight hour out towards Grant and Lafayette counties. Could be looking at a couple of snow flurries and snow showers heading towards the area. Minor accumulations are anticipated mostly for areas south and east of U.S. Highway 151, and temperatures again inching up as we head into the night as that weather system moves into the area. Speaking of weather systems, McKenna and folks, we got a bigger weather system on the horizon. We'll talk all about that weather system coming up in Maine Weather.
All right, thanks, Alex. Brand new tonight at 6, a second hockey rink is coming to the city of Verona, and ground was officially broken on that sheet of ice this morning. The Verona Ice Arena has seen such growth over the last several years that there's been demand for another rink for hockey, ice skating, and figure skating. A campaign was created to raise funds, and so far, more than $5.5 million has been raised by the community to make it all possible. This new rink will be just to the south of the current building, on the location of the seasonal ice rink. Doubling the city's ice rinks will allow for more skaters to use the facility, which the Verona Chamber of Commerce says the added facility will help nearby businesses.
The number of visitors this additional sheet of ice will bring to Verona is great for those local businesses. And what's good for our local businesses is good for our community as a whole.
If the project remains on schedule, that second rink will open before the end of the year. We're now trading in those ice skates for a bicycle helmet. The 2023 Brazen Drophouse Bike Swap was held this morning at the New Holland Pavilion at the Alliant Energy Center. Madison, of course, is a cycle-friendly town, so this swap allowed cyclists, new and experienced, to browse for accessories for their bike and cycling apparel for themselves. More than 100 vendors were set up to welcome an estimated 1,000 or so attendees from Wisconsin and surrounding states.
We got a couple hundred vendors from all over the Midwest. They've got their bike stuff to sell. We get a couple hundred buyers who are looking for stuff to buy. And then people just kind of wander around and do some deals.
The group that hosted the swap, Brazen Dropouts, is a community cycling team open to cyclists of all ages and abilities. And this weekend, you can enjoy activities in Dane County parks without needing a permit to do so. Permits are typically required for dogs in parks, cross-country ski trails, disc golf, and accessing the lakes like for ice fishing. But today and tomorrow, those activities can be done by anybody, no permit necessary. This afternoon, several people were out ice fishing on Monona Bay.
I don't touch fish. I catch him and call for him, and then he comes over and takes the fish off. But we've been having a good day out here. Caught like 50 fish almost already, so it's been fun.
I don't think I'd touch him either. This permit-free weekend is a collaboration between Dane County Parks and the City of Madison Parks. Around the state now to Marathon County, where a family is once again making a name for themselves as warriors. As Drew Sutherland explains, the Ewart family are dairy producers by day, but TV stars at night on the Discovery Channel.
My dad went out on his first trip and came back with a giant nut.
Ewert's son of Waiachi won the highest prize in BattleBots his first year out. Since then, he's passed the passion for automated gladiators on to his sons.
This is the third year for Fusion.
Okay.
And I've been plagued with some issues. It started on fire a few times, like half the time.
Reese Ewert's Fusion and brother Jake's Hydro are both competing in the tournament this year.
She is, after last night's episode, the most dominant flipper ever in BattleBots history.
The Ewerts don't just compete, they're also designers. Jake says the goal of Hydro's weapon is to flip another bot to the ceiling, but it has disadvantages to the more common vertical rotators.
We started with this piano key hinges. We were the first one to do it, so that we picked up everybody else's. And now this season, everybody's starting to copy us.
It just keeps spinning, and then it hits somebody, flips them over, disorientates them. And then this weapon is supposed to rip them apart.
Over the 22 years, Team Waiachi's made parts and machines for other competitors.
So if you ever see somebody, sticking a handle in here and turning the switches on, you know it's a Team Waiachi part.
They say it's rewarding to make other competitors' designs take shape.
We make bots, parts, and the funnest part is to get to go against them and then rip them up, and then you get to fix them again.
You can see these two on the Discovery Channel Thursday nights at 8 and streaming on Discovery Plus. Still out tonight at 6, the celebration of two Wisconsin staples, beer and cheese. Plus, what you can do to help the Dane County Humane Society care for an injured swan and pelican that can't be released back into the wild.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Greenhut, the CEO of Plexiderm. And if you haven't tried Plexiderm, we've created the best offer yet with our New Year's Plexiderm 10-minute challenge. All it takes is 10 minutes to reduce the appearance of under-eye bags, wrinkles, and crow's feet. Even the 11 lines between your eyes are visibly gone in minutes. Plexiderm works so well that celebrities in Hollywood and people just like you feel years younger in minutes. This is why I'm letting people try it for only $14.95 this New Year at plexidermtrial.com.
So I've had under eye bags for a very long time, and it sucks. I have spent so much money on tons of eye creams, eye gels. Finally, I tried something called Plexiderm, and I'm not joking. It works. When I do a collage and everything is done, it looks amazing. That is exactly how Plexiderm makes me feel. I put it on my face, and somehow, some way, I look together, which is amazing. I'm Jackie, and I took the Plexiderm 10-minute challenge, and so should you.
I'm Neela. I'm 61 years old. I'm a professional personal trainer. It's so important to be in good health and to be fit and take care of yourself. How it makes you feel inside is amazing. And yet, when you look in the mirror, what you see necessarily isn't what you feel inside. Plexiderm, seriously, honest to God, it's amazing. There's nothing there, like the bags are gone.
The instant results are from naturally based silicates found in shale rock. Once applied, your skin tightens and firms, rapidly reducing the appearance of under eye bags and wrinkles in minutes. This new year is the best time to try Plexiderm at our starter price of only $14.95. So if under eye bags make you look tired or feel older, take action this new year and see that younger looking you. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6.
This story's all about beer and cheese, so you can't quite more Wisconsin than that. A festival celebrating both of those wonderful things took over the Alliant Energy Center this afternoon, with brewers and cheesemakers putting their very best to the test among hundreds of attendees. This was the 13th year the festival has been hosted. General admission tickets cost $65 and came with a tasting glass and unlimited samplings. For a little extra money, a VID ticket option was available. That's a very important drinker, which came with some additional perks.
So we've got just over 100 breweries. All the breweries brought between 4 and 6 beers each, and we've got some apparel companies selling Wisconsin-based things. We've got some cheese manufacturers here.
Only those 21 and over could attend, but a $15 designated driver ticket was also available, which got you unlimited cheese samplings and non-alcoholic beverages. And more at local news tonight, the Dane County Humane Society is asking for donations to help cover the cost of 2 injured aquatic birds until they can find them a permanent home. Both birds, a pelican and a swan, have injuries severe enough to where they can't be released back into the wild. They have made progress in their recoveries, but the Humane Society is looking to raise $2,500 to help care for them until they can go to a licensed wildlife facility, bird sanctuary, or zoo. To learn more or make a donation yourself, look for this story over on channel3000.com. A piece of health news to share tonight. The FDA is relaxing some rules to make ibuprofen more accessible to hospitals and health systems. The agency has relaxed rules for certain facilities to compound ibuprofen into a liquid. Liquid ibuprofen products are used in medical facilities to treat the current surge in respiratory infections. That's because some patients are unable to swallow solid pills. The FDA reports it's aware of reports that hospitals were having trouble obtaining certain approved versions of the liquid drug. This move does not pertain to over-the-counter forms of the medication administered outside of medical facilities. President Biden is losing his chief of staff. Ron Klain is expected to step down from his White House role in the coming weeks. The news was first reported by the New York Times. Klain was a veteran political operative when he took the chief of staff job to begin Mr. Biden's presidential tenure. In the 2 years since, Klain emerged as a key figure in the West Wing and trusted advisor to the president. Still ahead tonight at 6, how much would you pay to find love? A popular dating app is exploring subscription options and it's expensive. And Alex is back with another check of our first storm forecast.
Save big this Friday through Sunday at Hy-Vee. 6 packs of Pepsi products, just $1.99. Navel oranges, just 77 cents a pound. And Select Post cereal, 3 for only $5. Only at Hy-Vee.
Look at these beautiful cabinet options. Gorgeous wood stains, cascade white, several designs and hardware choices. Now imagine them in your kitchen. Mad City is Wisconsin's #1 remodeler and trusted local source for kitchen cabinet refacing. Transform your cabinets, countertops, and more in as little as 2 days. It's our winter half-off labor event. Receive 50% off installation of a cabinet refacing project. We install year-round, and with our price lock guarantee, we'll guarantee your price for 1 year. Plus, 24 months, no interest and no payments. Senior and military discounts, and a bonus. The first 50 homeowners who call during this program will receive a vacation voucher with purchase of a cabinet refacing project. Used for a condo, hotel stay, or a cruise. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call 608-298-5383. That's 608-298-5383.
Brothers Maine has been family-owned since 1938. Some of us were born into this family, and others chose to join through the years. And we know you can't replace family, but you can replace appliances, and Brothers Maine is here for you when one breaks down. Our in-house team has delivered ranges to washers to refrigerators to hectic households in a pinch, oftentimes the next day. Just because an appliance breaks down doesn't mean you have to. We're not big box. We're Brothers Maine, and we want you to feel like family here.
When pain says, I'm here, I say, so are they. Just want to leave. 12 hours of uninterrupted pain relief. Aleve. Who do you take it for?
Need life insurance? SelectQuote found Jacob, 40, a $500,000 policy for only $19 a month. And SelectQuote found his wife, Wendy, a $500,000 policy for only $17 a month.
SelectQuote. We shop, you save.
Save big this Friday through Sunday at Hy-Vee. Fresh Hy-Vee chicken drumsticks or thighs, just 99 cents a pound. Little Debbie Family Pack snacks, 3 for just $5. And Hamburger Helper, only 99 cents. Only at Hy-Vee.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6.
Okay, hopeless romantics, how much would you pay to use one of the popular dating apps? Well, Tinder wants to know your level of motivation for a pricey new membership that may be offered soon. The app is gauging user interest in a $500 a month commitment. You heard that right, $500. At this point, Tinder's parent company, Match Group, hasn't revealed what additional benefits users would get with this. Now, another of the company's dating apps, Hinge, is also rolling out a pricier membership level. For its, quote, highly motivated daters, there's a tier of $50 to $60 a month, up from a current $35 version. Benefits would include subscribers seen faster by other users, along with better profile recommendations. Southwest Airlines has agreed to pay its pilots an estimated $45 million in bonus gratitude pay. This in return for working through the company's service meltdown during the holiday travel period at the end of last year. Other Southwest employee groups who worked through the period will also receive compensation, although the airline did not specify how much that would be. Southwest has about 9,400 pilots. Southwest canceled nearly 17,000 flights between December 21st to December 29th, and it cost the company between $725 million and $825 million. Southwest officials say the gratitude paid to employees is included in that estimate. After being put on the shelf during the pandemic, tasty treats are on the way back for premium flyers of 2 major airlines. Delta and United say desserts are returning for customers of the carrier's highest level of service. United Airlines Sunday Cart will again roll down the aisle for its Polaris business class during long international flights. Delta Airlines returns its dessert cart to include ice cream, cake, cheese, and fruit. The airline industry scaled back in-flight offerings during the worst of the pandemic, and since then, domestic travel has surged, but there has been a lag in passenger volume for international flying. All right, Alex, normally it's the time of year when we're booking flights to Florida, the Caribbean to get out of the cold, but it hasn't been too bad this season here.
No, I agree with you, McKenna. Overall, once we had that cold weather get past us late in December, it's been pretty temperate overall, in my opinion, for southern Wisconsin. Well, let's start off here with Doppler track. Things are lighting up a little bit to the south and to the west of southern Wisconsin, over Iowa, over northwestern Illinois. We're watching some scattered snow showers heading towards the area. We'll put our 6-hour future track radar into play here, and it's saying, hey, right at about midnight or so, knocking on the door around Platteville, Lafayette County, some of those scattered snow showers moving towards the area. We'll break that down a little bit more here in just a moment. As we take a look, planning your day, 6 o'clock, 24 degrees. We'll go up to 24 right around 8 o'clock, so staying pretty steady. Then in those temperatures in the upper 20s as we go into the later portion of the evening, and we may see again that scattered snow shower activity across the area. After we get past this weather system going into tonight and then going on into the early portion of your Sunday, we'll be looking at a bigger weather system as we go into portions of Tuesday night going into Wednesday. My graphics here aren't moving, but that's okay. We can just carry on. I can tell you what's going to happen. That weather system could bring snow to portions of southern Wisconsin. That's if that weather system inches close enough to the state of Wisconsin. We're keeping an eye on that, channel3000.com, our First Warn weather app, of course, and of course live here on our broadcast. We'll keep folks up to date on that weather system. If it goes a little bit too far to the south, we'll be looking at lesser snow chances for southern Wisconsin. Then following that weather system, the temperatures will take a tumble. And then as we head into the weekend, going into the following work week, temperatures will continue to slide. So again, temperatures tonight looking at mid-20s to upper 20s. The skies mostly cloudy. But again, McKenna, we're looking at some scattered snow shower chances inching towards southern Wisconsin, Grant, Lafayette County, as I mentioned, as we head towards the midnight hour, but not looking at much in the way of accumulation, maybe an inch or less. Areas along and south and east of U.S. Highway 151 stand the better chances of seeing that snow accumulation. Areas to the north and west, they may not see much at all.
So it's enough snow to make it pretty and also enough snow to where your dog will not go outside.
Well, my dog definitely isn't going outside right now. Very temperamental about the crunchy snow out there.
Loki, when was the last time Loki went out?
Loki, well, he's done his business a couple times today. Just not number 2, to be perfectly honest. But last night,
snow, they don't want it.
No, he's a picky potty one.
All right, thanks, Alex.
You bet.
Still ahead, Badgers are back home and are ready to get back in the win column. Jordan has their highlights of Minnesota State coming up next in sports.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
You've been together for so long. Now it could be the end. Fortunately, you took your 6 sewing machine to the Electric Needle. They have the skills to fix most machines within 7 to 10 days. Find sewing success at the Electric Needle on the frontage road of Seminole Highway.
From grabbing silverware to looking for the right ingredients, your cabinets and drawers may be showing signs of wear and tear. But don't replace, reface with cabinet refacing from Mad City Kitchens.
I'm really happy with my cabinets. You know, the color. It's clean and it's bright and I really like it.
We install in as little as 2 days, and our crews work year-round. Plus now, during our winter half-off labor event, receive 50% off installation of a cabinet refacing project. Be sure you ask about our price lock guarantee and 24 months, no interest, no payments, senior and military discounts. Plus a bonus, the first 50 homeowners who call during this program will receive a vacation voucher for a condo, hotel stay, or a cruise with purchase of a cabinet refacing project. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call 608-298-5383. That's 608-298-5383.
Do you have an idea for an invention, but you don't know what to do next? Call InventHelp. They've been helping inventors for 35 years. Call today for free information.
Call 800-550-5543.
Hey, do you want to join our rewards program? Collect hot dog points to unlock access to our VIP lounge.
That doesn't seem very...
rewarding. With the BMO Savings Builder account, you get a cash reward for every month you save.
Wait, so you're going to reward me for saving my own money?
You got it. A little incentive to help you get into the habit of saving.
That sounds great, but do you have VIPs?
Yeah, absolutely. We call them customers.
When a bank helps you make real financial progress, that's the BMO effect.
Congratulations! It's a new sewing machine from the Electric Needle. It's more accurate than older models and has hassle-free threading. Plus, it comes with free unlimited owner's lessons. Find sewing success at the Electric Needle. Frontage Road off Seminole Highway.
Is your phone listening to your private conversations? I'll take a deep dive to discover who could be listening through your phone and the steps you can take to protect yourself and your privacy.
Keeping your private conversations private. Thursday on News 3 Now at 10.
It's been exactly 3 weeks since the Wisconsin women's hockey team got their last win. That's right, New Year's Eve was the Badgers' last dub, and it's been an uphill battle since. But enough is enough. This team is ready to snap the 5-game losing streak as they return home. This weekend, they're hosting Minnesota State. And the defense is the name of this game. Scoreless heading into the second period. Finally, it opens up. Casey O'Brien feeds Britta Curl right side, and Captain Carl buries the first goal of the game. Lacey Eden tacks on another in the final period, and for the first time this year, the Badgers have got themselves a win. 2-1 the final. The series wraps up tomorrow with puck drop at 2. Cole Caulfield's season has come to an end. The team announced earlier today that the former Badger is going to have season-ending surgery on his right shoulder. Over 46 games, Caulfield racked up a team-leading 26 goals. He also had 10 assists. Badger men's hockey put on a show last night at the Kohl Center. They lit the lamp 4 times while also keeping 7th-ranked Ohio State off the scoreboard. Wisconsin able to snap its 2-game skid with a 4-0 shutout. Now Game 2 is coming up shortly. We'll have more tonight at 10. And a big Central Division matchup tonight for the Bucks on the road facing the Cavaliers. Milwaukee currently leads Cleveland by 2 games. And they head into the game actually with back-to-back wins. As for the Cavs, it's been 2 straight losses. Now this game gets underway in just a few minutes. Bucks will also be without Giannis tonight. He's still out with a left knee soreness. And the divisional round is officially underway in the NFL. Up first is in the AFC. The Chiefs are hosting the Jags at last check. It was 27-17 Chiefs. And coming up tonight in the NFC, Giants taking on the Eagles. It'll be their 3rd time facing each other this season. Kickoff is set for 7:15. We're going to have more from both those tonight at 10.
All right, it's a sports story for me to read now. Barry brothers have faced off last night for the first time as opponents in the NHL, and they both got penalties for high-sticking each other with their parents in attendance. Pierre Oliver and Matthew Joseph both got a trip to the sin bin for penalty to their parents' amusement, which, I mean, that's pretty funny. You're excited to see your kids playing, and then it's like, wow, they haven't changed since they were 5.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they're having a good time.
Brotherly rivalry out.
I don't think any parent would react otherwise. So I have a brother. I don't think he would high stick me. I would take his and use 2 to high stick me. Yeah. It's a good time. It's a good time.
It's a good time.
I got my graphics fixed, so I think let's take a look at them. Yeah. I can do let's repeat the forecast here. Taking a look at our future track radar showing that light snow coming up into the southwestern portion of the state as we head towards the midnight hour. But hey, I was saying there's a big midweek weather system. We're keeping an eye on channel3000.com, our first Warren weather app, and right here live too. That's that Wednesday time frame. Keeping an eye on that one. If it goes to the south, we get nothing. If it comes a little bit further to the north, we could get a decent amount of snow, at least in the far southern and southeastern portion of the state. Then look at that. Temperatures start to tumble down as we go into that Friday, Saturday time frame, and we might be going back towards the polar patio type weather as we head towards into the early next week.
I was thinking you were going to say polar patio tonight, and the fact that you didn't means like, I was like, oh man, this really isn't as bad
as we're going to get,
Yeah, I felt actually pretty good out there. It's 23, 24, you know, it's not
Wisconsinite.
20 below 0. Yeah, and the winds aren't too bad out there.
That's true.
So in my opinion, it's not that bad.
Yeah, so definitely one of those things where, you know, get outside at the beginning of the week, stay inside at the end of the week, playing some puzzles, some board games, find a new show. I got really into puzzles this weekend because it was cold. Yeah, that's my new thing now. I used to hate them because I didn't have the patience, and I made my first puzzle this weekend.
500,000?
550. All right, everyone, get out there, stay warm, make a puzzle. Thanks for joining us tonight. We'll see you back here with more news tonight at 10.